Mic check.
For the grand finals.
And this was a long brewing set of vengeance that's going to be coming out. V7 right on that cusp position. They need to make sure that they secure this efficiently, and Ty Lue wants to come in. They want to go, hey, you know, you made it a little bit hard for us at the start of this thing. We're going to go ahead and make it hard for you right here at the end.
And just shut the door on V7. This is beautiful stuff here coming from Ty Lue. They are in. This is just perfectly decided, perfectly set up for them as well, as they've got a 2-2 split completely surrounding V7 players. Now, we've seen V7 be really a force to be reckoned with in these fights. Ty Lue has really struggled, but I think V7 might just be like, we've got a car, we've got better things to do.
Well, I think that they scout out positionals. They're going to be bypassing right next to Shin. I don't think that Shin's got the position to take any shots, but if V7 rolls up to the north, that might provide him an angle. Is he going to be able to get there in time? Just narrowly gets there, goes for the spray into it, gets some damage, but doesn't quite get the knock. The AK can be a little bit of a beast this stage until you get something to work with. And yep, this counter shot's going to come in. Shin still wants it, but that's going to be probably the end.
I think he got a tire even there. So V7, great driving. Whoever's in the front of that car, tip of the cap. But that is some beautiful driving.
But Foot owns everything up here right now, pretty much all the way up into Severny itself. Okay. So, I mean, V7 at least finds themselves this compound that they can stop for just a second and get some loot to work with. But, I mean, this is very, very minimal.
I thought for a second there Shen might have popped a tire, but did not. But regardless, that was still some very good driving. Very good. Just steady hand there for V7. So, yeah, certainly, Matt, it's not ideal for V7, but they've still got stuff to play with. And Sonics, you know, they have Pachinki this time around, didn't opt to mess with anybody, didn't find any other targets that they felt like were big enough threats for drop spots. A doozy taking a boat very early out towards Zarky.
This is a really weird rotation. They QM sent 3 members, or technically all their members, over to the far western coast. They're doing some kind of trash looting over there. But they had a doozy, grab himself a boat, and now he's up next to Zarky. And this is actually a pretty wide open area up into the north. As again, it's just kind of Foot up here. Almost everybody else just in the southern part below that river. And
I really like this because a doozy can scout this out ahead of time, let the rest of QM know either can they take boats up, there's probably more boats over there that they could use, or they can emergency pick up into a safe location that a doozy scouts out early. So really good opportunities.
It's all right. I think that he should, well, I don't know. The rest of Sonics look like they still are going to be inside of a vehicle. They're on the hunt, and it is going to be seeing if they can get it. No. Are they going to continue to? Yeah, okay. Everybody's still inside of vehicles. Akari's still up on top of Everest, taking some pot shots in, but the rest of them trying to compress in. Oh, Americano! Just pop summer.
Again, it's D plus Kia with the Panzers ruining Pero's round. Remember what happened last time? It was all 4 members of Pero the last time, and it was Jongu with that Panzer. This time around, Americano puts a lot of pressure here on the Petrocore Road to recover in this game and get themselves into the grand finals.
Sonics apparently has a new goal, and it is going to be Azel Wicked going to go down. Trimsy's going to go ahead and get the knock, and that one Kickstart's going to get the flush into it. COD, the chase now being quite problematic, is Akari's got to come off of Everest to come provide some type of support. COD just can't find the angle that he so desperately needs to get right now. Sonics really vibing back over here on Aragel.
Yeah, good grenade almost. Just barely didn't get through the window. Akkad, very, very good as an individual player, but you can see they were expecting him to go up there and they were ready for it. Immediately getting that knock, and Akari, I think he's just got to leave. There's just nothing else he can do.
Trimsy spotted that in the distance. That's why he pulled off the res as well. So the rest of the team should be able to fortify up and allow Tiggleton to get rezzed. So this is right on the edge of the zone itself, so I don't think that we're going to say Sonics hang out over here for too long. Genji did get a bridge camp in that quad location on the second bridge outside of Georgia Pole. So we'll have to see if there's anything that's going to happen. That one, this Falcon's going to do some harassing at Twisted Minds, as Twisted Minds now left Yaznayan heading down in that Rajak line.
And let me say this. I think that Sonic's here, this might be like a delayed hot drop in a way. Like, they might be eyeing the gap.
Recharging my shields.
Right here. Recharging my shields. I'm recharging my shields. Rolling on top of us. Last defense here.
Thank you for that. I feel much better about myself now.
Recharging my shields. Searching for Olivia. Somebody right here.
Recharging my shields.
Just topping up my shields. Pick me up, taking us to new heights. Just topping up my shields. Oh, enemy here. Recharging my shields.
Our foe's weapon overheated. Replenishing my shields.
Recharging my shields. Recharging my shields.
Smart bullets away. Smart bullets land.
Somebody right here.
Listen close for the overheat.
Oh, you didn't even look like you were having fun. Lighten up, amigo.
We happy few.
Anyone need a pick me up? Shields recharging. Come on in here. Recharging my shields.
Smart bullet landed adjacent. Very powerfully. Recharging my shields.
Shields recharging. Another wee pick me up. Oh, dinna fash yourself, pal.
area as their drop spot in the grand finals. And they might be, you know, putting the screws to Osla to try to guarantee a, you know, again, a close to Pachinki location is something, you know, that they want. We saw it on, as I think Kakari's just barely going to get away.
Yeah.
But as we saw in Miramar, right, they wanted the closest location to Picado possible for themselves in the grand finals. Couldn't guarantee it.
Another thing that
Lou, top spot. So
it looks like now
Day from behind really changed.
that's very, very centered. So it's not like V7 has to make any just dramatic plays right now. We'll kind of see if anything happens off the shifts. But if a knock happens, expect Tyloo to just pounce it.
Absolutely. They absolutely should. We'll see if that's going to be their game plan. Sonics kind of just northeast of Georgia Pole there, chilling. Gen G is directly to their east, set up a bridge camp on the dirt path. Or not a bridge camp, a camp on the dirt path of sorts, a very protracted, extended one. We'll see if that comes to anything. Ascend, gonna probably wrap all the way around Yaz. Now the funny thing is Falcons is so spread out. Silzen is actually up by the lake.
That's what I was just kind of noticing as well. That is a 2-1-1 split from Falcons all the way across, directly mirroring what's going on with a 2-2 split from Twisted Mind.
Can't stick around, but this can.
Recharging my shield.
Adversary near me.
Enemies right here. Rápido, rápido.
Past one of my distant fences.
They're halfway to a win.
Au revoir. This is Mr.
You lost. Let it go. Take up gardening. That seems more your speed. New ratings leader updated.
Charging my shield.
A change of power.
Frag out.
Zone has been neutralized.
Neutralize the zone. Heads up, we're not alone.
Placing a portal.
Charging shield. Come on, come on.
Gas grenade.
Charging up my shield. Throwing jump back.
To recharge my shield.
Must go faster. Grenade out.
Heads up. They got it.
Just topping off some shields. If something gets lost,
Attention. There is a new ratings leader.
recharging my shields.
Charging shields. Neutralize the zone.
Need to recharge my shield.
Someone's out there.
We've got a zone.
Mira, someone's out there. Come on.
Recharging my shields.
Looks like there's an
What can I say, kid? The future is fuse.
So, by their powers combined, they can kind of defend up. Circle,
Oh my.
though, shifts very heavily to the southeast. So, Rajak now becoming a very core component of it. That positioning, that Tongmu now, you can see he hopped in a vehicle and he's like, guys, do I go back? Do I go back to Rajak? Do I hold this for us? What are we doing?
This is very tricky now for a lot of these teams. I think Tyloo's just going to fully barricade V7 as long as they can. I would. So let's see if that is actually going to be their chosen decision. NH is going to have a lot of free space on the southern side of this circle, Matt.
This is a very weird circle as we still have, we've got some of Ruins in play. We've got Boatyard, Rajak itself, school apartments are all going to be inside of play. The crossroads section. Tongmu is going, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and regroup with everybody over here. Slow and steady wins the race for me, guys. Rotations to the east of this position. Nobody really coming after V7's
he's got a
compound.
Panzer too. Oh, this is so mean.
Is this what they were waiting for? Because that spiral staircase that goes inside the God building itself would be super strong coming into that with a Panzerfaust.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I love this decision from Tyloo. 100% doing what they should be doing here. And this Panzer is going to be potentially a big part of the equation. Now V7 trying to control this ridge line, trying to keep any other flanks or anything like that from happening. D+ trying to get Minuta down to safety, and I think they just barely do. The rest of them are pretty far south from him. So for now, Minuta's kind of out on his own.
I feel like that was a bit...
Zone A captured.
They've grabbed a zone. Tear it from them.
Zone C has been captured.
We've captured a zone. Leveraging my shield. Neutralize the zone. Now claim it.
Zone B has been captured.
That zone's a...
Searching. Breach with me. Recharging my shields.
Dinner fast yourself. Here's a pistol. Recharge.
I'd say try better, but it won't help against me.
They got a zone. Recharging my shield.
Boat here.
Zone C neutralized.
We've...
Replenishing my shield. Idiot with a firearm here.
Super! We got the zone!
My shields are recharged.
Has been neutralized.
They've neutralized the zone. Smart bullets. Our foes felt the sting of my smart bullets. Use firearm over
Attention, there is a new ratings leader. Zone C has been captured.
I'm the new ratings leader. I won't allow this profound honor to change me.
Attention, delivering care package sponsored by Chevrex. Zone B has been neutralized. Zone B captured. Attention, the ratings leader has been
Firing a smart bullets landed. This is close to the open. Grapple.
start some fires.
I keep my squad mates insulated.
Sizzle and no steak.
Give us a sec. Recharging my shields.
Recharging my shields.
Steak.
Punching a tunnel. Portal placed.
just scouting with my body to see if maybe I can find somewhere to hide. Gen G going to continue to wrap around him. Could kind of compress in, but nope, here comes some support, as at least it's going to be a 2-2 split. SSG going to go ahead and find themselves a position where Falcons are going to be at. This is a really weird compound to try to control, so you can see the Falcons have kind of leaned a little bit further away from it, instead waiting for the reinforcements to come in, and just kind of holding the hard angles inside of this and surrendering the more open building.
Oh, good blue zone to clear the space, but you still have DraftKings with that over-under shotgun, and some grenades now starting to ring out. Hemi going to be able to heal up, get back close to 75%. And there's a good grenade from Page that finds Capitan.
Yeah, this is going to be their outside guy, and that's going to mean all information is going to get diminished. We're just going off of footsteps, and you can see tightly held angles. DraftKings just sitting there with the shotgun waiting for some more to happen with it. Around the outside, there is a world where Capitan could get rezzed. It depends on how aggressive Space Station Gaming wants to be with this. So now, having the Blue Zane nades go down on both sides means the fact that everybody's got to slow this one back down a bit. The pacing for it really going in the favor of Falcon, allow them to buy some more positioning with it, but that nade's getting a bit more feisty as, yes, Space Station Gaming now starting their breach. Page walks through that door. He is going to find a ton of pellets coming after him. Steps in and, oh, Page just denies it.
Well handled here by Page. And Space Station using...
Recharging my shield.
Just topping up my shields.
Recharging shields.
Giving my shields a recharge. Recharging shields.
help you get those fangs out of the floorboards. Dumbass.
Recharging shields. Do you feel that adrenaline surging through your veins? No? Just me?
Recharging my shields. Recharging my shields. Get ready.
If I had a heart, it would be racing right now.
Nearing victory.
You win, pals.
If I had a heart, it would be racing right now.
Just topping up my shields.
Shields recharging.
Recharging my shields.
You can keep trying. But I've seen it all. And you always end up in the dirt.
The sound obfuscation, there we go, I got the right word, of those grenades and other utility to sneak up on there, but Emmy able to trade back onto Page. A Page could be resible depending on if there's any more utility in hand. Sharpshot just trying to hold it down. He's got level 3 gear. That allowed him to best Silzen.
That is just bullying them with utility right there, as Space Station Gaming is going to take down Falcons. That will be our squad eliminated with that. Now it is going to be NH. You can see making the reposition off of a potato. They are pretty close to Sonics. And they're going to be looking down in the apartments. And yeah, this is going pretty heftily apartment school.
I also got to mention I did see an AWM in Sharpshot's hands, and he called it out before the event. Oh, there's the damage! V7 getting shredded by Shen.
Finally getting rewarded for their patience. Tosi's just going to be driving off into the distance. He's the last one up for the squad, just kind of sending it out over there, and there aren't any going to be any good moves. Are Tyloo going to hunt after this one? At least getting a vehicle switch over. That's a miracle in and of itself to give him some way to get in the circle.
This is mission accomplished for Tyloo. Just absolutely so well thought out, so well executed. Great calls here by the squad as they have really put a big-time dent in V7's chances of getting into the grand finals.
Right as soon as V7 finds some breathing room, Tyloo is just going to come up, strangle it out of him. Means the fact that they need to find some type of positioning out of it. NH going to go ahead and do some damage on to D plus Kia inside their rotation. Also, Sonics are about to get some friends and Foot coming up back behind them.
All right, well, everybody's trying to center up on school and apps. That's some of the most playable stuff that's left in this circle because everything to the east.
Marking our surroundings.
my shield.
Recharging my shield.
Zone A captured.
Oh, we got it.
Just topping up my shields. Topping up my shields.
Attack bonus is eliminated.
Just topping up my shields.
Attention. A capture bonus event.
Recharging my shields.
Charging on my shield. I got the best of you today. Hey, I shot at the commissioner too, and he got over it. So, we're good?
Recharging my shields.
Zone B has been
Yes,
captured.
need to recharge my shields.
School and Apps is very unplayable. Tickleton, though, can't best 8C. Kickstart able to trade. Big fight brewing here for Foot.
High ground advantage definitely in the Sonics' favor, though, as with the pacing on this one, it looks like it's going to be pretty hard to get into T-Bone's positioning. Vard's going to make the committal into it. Kickstart is kind of holding on this angle, going to be walking right into it. Shrimsy's going to go down. Vard gets the beat onto it very, very quickly. Now going to have to slow it back down. Good nade coming out from Kick, though, to get the knock.
Kick doing a great job here, finding the knocks, finding the trades. H1 trying to find the off angle. Beamy under pressure, gets a headshot as well. Able to escape with his life for now.
Kickstart, though, on the aggress. He's going to go ahead and move down, make sure to secure out these flushes, step in, should be able to get the res as well, but is Beamy going to read that? Should realize the fact that, yeah, okay, that's where it's going to be. I think the nade is just going to be a bit too far back. Maybe the follow-up could go more up that hillside. No, I mean, I don't know. Depends on how he steps out. And Shrimsy, yep, going to go back down.
Well, now, trying to fall back, trying to get himself away from any further grenades, trying to drag him into H1 sight lines. Beamy knows he needs every point he can get, but
C'est côté zone. Allez, tout le monde.
Has been captured.
Recharging my shields.
Recharging my shields.
Thermite grenade. Taking a moment to recharge my shields. Refresh burst today.
Zone A has been captured.
That's so hard, squad. Give me a sec. Recharge my shields. Okay, money knocking at the door.
breach when having none of it.
Yeah, I mean, just very well defended up. Foot really wanted something out of it, but you can see Foot, it's just so hard for them to find any points. It feels like every single time they're trying to find a path into the circle, it's against somebody that's already in a fairly qualified position.
And it's that may be the end of their hopes of getting into the grand finals, unfortunately, Matt. They played their hearts out this event, but they may have just come up short, may have just run into too many tough fights that they couldn't overcome.
Well, while that was going on, we had a whole bunch of friends make their way over to apartments as we've got Twisted Minds, a legacy over there. As the circle, going to continue going over here as we're going to go over.
Going to have to go for the emergency pickup, but GE's right on the other side of this hill, so it's going to take some fending off of a potential push for
way to navigate this as cleanly as they want to. The issue is just so few options for them to really going to be working around at this stage. They need to try to make sure that they secure something. There is going to be a duo for GE that's harassing them, but not really getting a knock just yet, depending on how QM wants to deal with this one. Is they're taken to the air, and that harassment not really going to be too big just yet, but where are they going to land? Are they just going to go, are we getting a reset back to school?
Oh, one of them got taken out midair. Unbelievable. I want to see that from Yuta's angle. I hope somebody caught that. But they're going for the doghouses. This is so treacherous.
Okay, well, you're going to hot drop right into New Happy's position, and New Happy going to want some more kills off of it. But at least getting yourself some type of control point to play from for the time being. Get yourself a second to breathe. As a Pentagram going to go ahead and get eliminated as well.
Oh, no.
QM buying some more spaces off of it. 2 members.
Here's a pick-me-up, pals.
If the fence gets crossed, we know.
Faster, faster, faster!
Many fences. Anyone passes through here?
Up deployed.
Ooh, that's gonna kick!
Just topping off their shields. Placed. The circuit is complete.
Charging on my
No way.
Charging on my shields. Ready, set, go!
Recharging my shields.
Charging on my shields.
Recharging my shields.
Grenades blown.
Faster, faster, faster!
Doors now down. Good nade coming up from December 12th, and best of luck. This is getting scary.
Well, cue up the Matrix memes. Not like this. Not like this. QM having just the worst shifts away from them. Went up, way up towards the north, towards Zarki. Hard shift down. They move over to the east at hard shifts away again. PO, though, giving him a little bit of breathing room. Finding a knock. Shen's going to find the flush, though. And that's going to be New Happy losing a player with another one knocked. And just CC Ming Ming left running. And they're seeing if they can get this to go. Tai Lu also getting involved in that fight, taking a point, taking a member of QM down.
Where's SSG looking to rotate in with this one? They've got a Sin that's already kind of set up behind him, but they also have Kilyakai that's been back behind. Is going to get the knock on a Pixel. Now looking back in, he has to be so careful. Down to 1 HP. Those peaks are going to get punished, but this pinch coming out from a Sin, doing some work into SSG. Now having to find some different pathing, really just having to cut back down this hillside. It looks like just a desperation Sin. Sharpshot's just trying to roll back into apartments, but it is already so fortified.
Shrimzy found Tosi, the last member of V7. Absolutely nothing he can do. He's hunted down and taken out. V7, 1 kill in this game, only 1 point. That is hard to imagine it's going to be enough. Next game, they're going to have to put up some more points.
The Predators are starting to sense the weakness right now and trying to make sure that they exploit any of these teams. Cut their chances of trying to climb in. GE on that outer wall, going to have to deal with Tai Lu now.
We'll be well positioned there. Let's put you in a bind.
I'll be right back.
Mostly stable.
Controls the charge, controls the arena.
killed me, but not this one. Attention. Eagle Squad is nearing victory.
Recharging my shields. Don't worry about me. Aye, an enemy there.
Mira, amigo, maybe lay off caffeine.
Now back around their home in Rajak, looking down into them. A lot of utility now presently out that little bit of a lip, going to buy enough space to get some distance away as it does shift away from school and apartments, moves into the hillside, so QM at least in the center of the circle.
Gen G needs to make moves, and PO starting to heat up from inside of the school. Ring the bell because class is in session. Gen G doing some serious damage there to G, who's stuck in a firing line between two teams with Tai Lu on the other side of that hill.
This is going to be hard. You're going to have to deal with an entrenched school Gen G. GE is going to be on the outside of it, but I mean, their life's just terrible right now. They don't have a way to breach in because Gen G's already got the defensive line. On that one, Tai Lu being the aggressors back behind them, and this is a squad that just wants to scrap right now. They're feeling good. 5 kills already, up to 86 points, or 85 points, I'm sorry. And so now just pretty much on the hunt for whatever more damage they want to do to what's around them.
Oh yeah, this is free money for Tai Lu. They can just ruin other teams' days, and that is absolutely going to give them some confidence going into that grand finals. Stellar play from them throughout this entire last chance qualifier. Trimsy also in a position to ruin other people's days, but New Happy is a team that doesn't care if their day is ruined because their day is just fine. They have had a great day.
Yeah, I've got my eyes more drawn into Petchcourt Road right now and seeing what they're going to try to do with the position. One of the 2 teams that are inside the circle in the apartments line. Twisted Minds trying to compress just a bit more into that point. Tai Lu, you can see that all of their harassment has kind of made them their own independent target and no path down into that school line. Ascend now has shifted out. They do at least manage to get a foothold inside the circle.
Do it sharp.
The high ground advantage going to be going over to Sonics and could be a problem for him in a moment, but not as big a moment as it could be for Sharpshot.
He's just looking for that opportunity, just a bit behind.
Now he's revealed out. Looks like a couple of smokes going to go ahead and pop right up on top of him. Deny out his vision. Sharp feels like he's got this one. Maybe see if he can get some more vengeance back into it. Going to try to go for that last tap. Doesn't quite see it, but spots out the other one. Can he maybe at least get the flush as Ascend in a lot of trouble over here?
Ascend needs these points. They're another team right on the precipice of being knocked out of this event. A Tungmu now pushing into GE, but it's going to be Zest finding the headshot up close and personal, but a grenade from Yuta finds his teammate.
But now Gen G can just run into this one. They have to slow down. Yes, there's going to be some Molotovs and whatnot, but you can see they're on the scramble. They want to see if they can pick up some more of these points inside of it because Gen G needs it, man. They are presently at 46 points. They want everything in the world that they can possibly find. Does spot out one. Going to go ahead and drop that one real quick, and Tyloo is going to get eliminated in the blue zone while this is all happening. Nade, though, on that bounce. Gen G's got to be careful. They're all stacked up around. They do take some damage, but nobody goes down.
Now P.O. putting some bad damage into the backside. A good push around the corner, and Gen G cleans him out.
Nicely played. Esther did go down. Should be resable. School is now entirely clear. With this, though, it looks like it's going to be a mostly hillside fight as the circle has now popped. Keeps a bit of School in play, most notably the wall on the outside, but all of our apartments teams now have to move.
Well, this is huge for Gen G. With the swimming pool complex still in play, Gen G can absolutely harass the heck out of a lot of the teams that are going to be to their south. They're going to have a great vantage point to watch this next circle potentially. It's Twisted Minds in the apps, thinking about what their next move might be. Petrichor Road looming. Petrichor Road still wanting points, and that helps when X34 finds RBN out in the open.
Legacy presently in our 9th place at cusp position, losing a member as they're about to have to walk into a firefight with Twisted Minds as well as Petrichor Road. Gen G with some oversight in it as well. G0 wanting to try to get something out of it, find some type of opportunity, be the key to unlock this move that they so desperately want to make.
DK almost feels do or die in this fight. If they can best the Sonics this time, but Shrimzy too fast for Minuta. Minuta trying to get that grenade over, and he just takes a grenade and damage in the back.
Kickstart just going to get the drop on him, and that looks like that's going to spell it even harder. Just Zenith now trying to defend in, and these Sonics players are going to have to move in. They already spot him. Kickstart's going to get the double up. Here goes Legacy trying to make their push in, but it is going to be Petrichor Road, Twisted Minds, two different angles. Man, where do you even go?
This is nuts for Twisted Minds. Getting crushed. QM even has an angle down onto this from the hills above New Happy. That grenade, just came up short. Spyro got out into the other room.
X34 get a bit more aggressive, but Batulin's got himself a shotgun. Want to go ahead and get some flushes out of it. X34 realizing that this is going to be a bit more complicated than he was originally expecting. Twisted Minds just on the push. Perfectix is down, but Batulin's on the hunt. Slowly, instead, shifts back around, decides that he's going to go for the res, gets some support, but X34 goes for a playback behind him. It gets red. The door gets closed right in front of Batulin's, pops it out.
What awareness from Twisted Minds. X34 almost had him completely befuddled, but he's able to react in time. And Batulin's great stuff here from Twisted Minds. Now, Blue is just about to potentially send them packing with New Happy and QM watching. And here goes Gen G.
Here we go. Gen G 52 points. QM 52 points. Right on the cusp, moving into the top 8. 1 point's going to be enough to get him into it. Ming though looking down into Twisted Minds, going to go for the harassment as they're going to have to leave that position. Twisted Minds, they have the smokes down, but you can see not a lot of cover outside of that as they're trying to make the cross. Ming just cannot find it though.
It looked like some of those bullets should have been good. Seemed to have a decent angle into the smoke, but Twisted Minds, you know, it's just going to get harder every.
Oh, Hemlock.
Activating jump drive.
Oh no, they got a zone.
Zone A captured.
Capture the zone.
Take out.
Site captured.
That zone is ours now.
Chop, get in the vehicle. Bastards have taken a zone. Going on foot. That was the last time someone cleaned that trident. Smart bullet fire. Replenishing my shield. zone. Tear it from them.
It looks like you impressed them.
Victory. the zone.
Smart bullets hit a foe. Watch their course.
Bad news. They neutralized the zone.
Smart bullet landed. Firearm overheating.
Here now. Let me help you over the horizon.
Recharging my shields. Smart bullet deployed. Capture the zone.
Every step of the way, man. I don't know if you have enough smokes to get anywhere safe, get behind that PGC side or something, but it is going to be rather challenging. And even Gen G now getting hungry to farm some more points.
The only benefit is Gen G is trying to take some harassment into New Happy so that way they can get those kills. So that means that the New Happy angle isn't as open as Twisted
Absolutely.
Minds. So that is the only thing that Twisted Minds has working for him right now is the new circle has popped. No one in it, I guess, except for the feet of a doozy and Best of Luck, and that's a squad that wants every point that they can get, so they will take it.
Yeah, QM very much still in the hunt, no doubt about it, and getting two to survive what looked like they might just get wiped has been monumental for their opportunity to get into the grand finals. DG catches CC, only a little bit of damage done.
All these kills right now on DG. He's stepping up for the squad whenever they need something to happen, and they need more. They are right there, but they're going to need to at least secure several more points to give them the breathing room to move into the last game. Sure, getting a full win here would be great, but they're about to have to walk right out into the open, right into where Sonics could see them, right into where QM, NH, and Twisted Minds can go. So it's just a game of chicken at this point.
Yeah, I mean, going back to DG real quick, sometimes people forget he's won an international tournament. He won the Face of Global Summit back in 2019 with OPGG. The guy's got pedigree. He can absolutely get it done. Now finds the headshot on the Besto.
Stripping off their shields. Recharging my shields.
Shields recharging.
Oh, love. What made you think you'd walk away from this? you think you'd walk away from this?
Well, PO and squad now start to make their move right towards potentially Sonic's territory. There's enough of a hill there, but how much of the upper part of the hill is going to be in?
Well timed by two different squads as Gen G makes the move at the exact same time Twisted Minds does. Twisted Minds, though, being herded right into the new Happy line. Spyro wants to try to pick up some more, but quick exchange between everybody. Gen G at range, trying to make sure that they can get it all. Twisted Minds is going to get eliminated, but Gen G needs more points.
They didn't get a single point, and in fact, Esther ran right in front of Pio while he was shooting, got knocked by Pio, and now Non, the only player alive for New Happy. A doozy, hoping that he's going to step on out, going to use a blue zone to try to force the issue, try and flush him out of those smokes.
Question mark on the hunt for their own points right now. Officially in 8th place position. Non is going to go down, and Doozy's going to pick him up. That's going to buy him some replacement as well as kill. But here we go. It is going to be Gen G moving into the Sonics line. QM backs up against the wall. Gen G, QM, what you got left in the tank?
You got to be real careful as Gen G. A lot of the helmets are really beat up. I'm not sure if there's any more in those cards or not, if they had time to load them up. And Sonics has a bit of control over this circle, but they need to keep QM off of their south side. If they can keep QM at bay, Sonics have a real opportunity to potentially get this. It helps when Besto knocks Pio from afar.
Oh, question mark. Up on that high ground. They're wanting to try to exploit this fight.
Just try and escape.
These Japanese players, man, they like to hide in corners. Forgot what gun I had.
Charging up my shields.
From victory.
In between what's going on with Sonics, and Sonics just focused in on Gen G right now. They know the fact that they've got a good, real fortified position against their angle, but QM is kind of doing a bit of poking on the side of it and kind of make it a bit more complicated, but Question Mark doesn't have an opportunity to really move too much more. You can see that they want to line in. They spot out H when they're trying to go for the shots, but smoke deployed in front of them just not going to be enough to find the angle that they so desperately want.
And now it's kind of a game of chicken between Gen G and Question Mark. Who's going to move first? Because Gen G is going to open up potentially some space for Sonics to do some damage if they make a rotation. They've got the hill for now, but I believe the hill is going to be out of the next circle. So you probably got to swing over towards where that crate is on the eastern side.
You can see that they're trying to prep up some vehicles. It looks like they're going to roll in potentially two, leave two more behind. So harass down into Sonics. Well, yes, it's going to be PO with a friend. It's going to be DG back behind him. Songjung going to stay back behind this one, be the distraction. And so no surprise at all. Which is going to be the first team to move in the game of chicken? Of course, it's going to be Gen G and PO.
Yeah, and this has opened things for Sonics to focus on the QM, send them out into third place. A solid game for QM, but Gen G has an opportunity to potentially send themselves so close to the grand finals.
1 point separates it out. What can Gen G do off of this when they're moving aggressively? PO being the point man, no surprise, trying to move aggressively into the center point, get control over it. It looks like they are starting to get that ridge line, something to work with. Gonna spot out one, but it's gonna be Kickstart, gets the knock on Songjung to open this one all up.
No trade just yet. Kick got one for free. The Panzer is out. Esther gets it, but he's quickly traded.
And with this one, it is still going to be numbers advantage for Sonics. 2v1 Jinji DG. He's been having such a stellar performance in this game. Can he make it happen? Spray is going to connect. No, the Rich get numbers advantage for Sonics.
Giving my shields a recharge. Charging shields. Come on, come on. Grappling. Recharging shields.
Just topping up my shields.
Shield recharged.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Pick me up. Deployed.
Contact with target.
I'm recharging my shields.
Recharging my shields.
Nice.
Here I go.
Just topping up my shields.
Giving my shields a recharge. Grappling makes things much easier. Try it sometime. Using grapple. Grappling makes things much easier. Try it sometime.
Surprise, dears. We're halfway to winning. Recharging my shields.
Grappling makes things much easier. Try it sometime.
Right, Snooty.
Just topping up my shields.
because you're down now doesn't mean you're down forever.
Here's a pet up now. Recharging my shield. Recharging my shield.
Charging shield.
Just topping up my shields.
At least you died doing what you loved. Losing.
Jinji DG, he's been having such a stellar performance in this game. Can he make it happen? Spray's gonna come out. No, the rich get richer. Sonics take the round.
Great handling of this end game by the Sonics. So patient, so disciplined, catching Genji in transition and shuts them out. And who knows if that is going to be the end of Genji's run here in BGC 2023. We still have one more game.
Man.
But it's going to be close.
This is just so ridiculously close. I don't even know anymore. It is just 1 point separating out so many freaking squads. QN taking a terrible situation and at least managing to maneuver themselves, get some placement points off of it. I mean, it could have been far, far worse for them.
No doubt about it. It's going to be really, really tricky for some of these teams now. That is an understatement, to say the least.
All right, Toffee's Avenger, 1 game left to go. Give us all we need to know.
As they get their third
for these, trying to go.
We saw
target these guys
and place the way that and again, Georgia Pole
into the trap
for a kid to Azla's favor.
That's
a little bit of a victory lap there as he is going to turn around.
They're going to trail him. Kind of curious what exactly V7's game plan is here, because obviously,
with Kachi Otailu,
team wrap
holes that you need job on response.
And in this one, they're just going to keep rotating away. Now, Tungmu is still way on the backside early.
South George. So most of our teams are already trying to position and jockey around that, but we do need to keep an eye on what's going on with the Tailu GE situation. But D plus Kia also trying to do a little bit of mountain goating up here as Shin is going to get flushed out by a car.
Well, you'd really, as D plus Kia in this situation, wanted to get up this hill, but now you're exposed to a bunch of different teams out in the open on the side of the mountain. This is a really dangerous spot to be in, especially this early, especially with this much of the northern flank in for D+. This is, oh boy.
Did they just assume that since nobody was shooting at them at the earlier sections that it would be fine to crest in there? I mean, it got punished. It wasn't the worst thing to have happen, so they at least managed to recess back down the hill. But again, yet again, it is going to be Everest. Azla up on top of it. Falcons over into the west. D plus Gia down in the footholes. There is also going to be Foot down in the southern area of the foothills. That they're going to be able to hold down for the time being. Sonics do look like they're actually shifting out and going after Twisted Minds. Apparently that's not quite done.
No, I might as well. I mean, why not? You're both in. Let's have a grudge match there and just, settle it. Let's see exactly if that fight does kick off. The thing I'm concerned about here for Azla is being up here so early. Falcon's already on your western side of this mountain. It's going to require tremendous control. I mean, I've seen the top of Everest shake out in a lot of different ways. I've seen teams who come from the flanks win it. I've seen teams be able to lock it down from the center. it just all depends on what's going on around you. I really like Gen G's position where they have an opportunity to really wait this out if it does go to the mountain and play for that eastern side to come in as that last team like we saw with 17 Gaming earlier in the event.
That is the approach for me, especially in competitive. It feels like coming in the northeastern area of that position really gives you an opportunity to cement in. The pathing for it just feels a little bit easier to navigate, specifically in the later stages of it, as yes, the southwestern section of Everest, it does have like the trees, the cover and whatnot, but in the later stages of the game, it feels like all eyes are on that location.
No doubt. Good news here for GE is they did find another point there on the Shen, as we saw in the replay.
Sorry.
V7, no, it's okay. I mean,
some air and then
we've all been there.
hitting a tree, dude.
It happens to the best of us. As good as I thought the V7 driving was in the last game, this game, that's okay. They're perfectly fine,
look,
though. There's no one near them.
It's a V7, not a V8. If they were a V8...
Zone C captured.
Grappling.
Zone A captured.
They got a zone. Allez, tout le monde.
Zone B
Just topping up their shields. Bad news. We neutralized the zone.
has been captured.
Yep, bad. Real bad. Give my shield to recharge. Bam! Bam! I'm running out of shields.
This didn't have to be your end. You chose this.
Zone C neutralized. Zone C has been captured. Zone B
Bad news. They neutralized the zone.
Zone B captured.
They zoned that zone. Recharging shields. Giving my shields to recharge. Decoy. Recharge. Using the decoy escape. Recharging shields.
Go us. We got a zone.
Spawn beacon event beginning. Zone A has been neutralized.
We neutralized.
This didn't have to be your end. You chose this fate.
Yes, they
Dupes the clock. Faking them out with
neutralized.
We neutralized the zone. Good work.
Give my shields a recharge. Rockstar out.
Recharging shields.
Think this place needs a little more. Hey, yeah.
Beacon secured.
Fence placed.
That was better in my mind.
Giving my shield.
Throwing some.
Frag out! Giving my shield to recharge.
Hatch bonus has been added to the zone. Attention.
Who's ready to fly on a zip line? I am.
Recharging shields. Getting around with a decoy. Okay, we're halfway to, like winning this whole thing. Recharging shields.
Bad news. They neutralized. Recharge.
Hey, Duke Soap Sock.
Has been neutralized.
Recharging shields. Blue Eyes says. Using grapple.
Zone A has been
Neutralize the zone. Super. We got the zone. Setting the fence. Let's open up the shields. Oh no, they got a zone. We are so close.
Setting up a zip line.
Zone C captured.
Just topping off my shields.
Attention. Mode.
Consider that zone neutralized. Yes, to the rescue.
Zone B. captured. Zone B has been captured.
They'd be handling that driving so much better. And no, Batulin's going to go ahead and find that quick flush out. V7. Okay, here we go. GE, what are you going to be doing over here, as there is just going to be a stacking amount of potential. It's all of Twisted Mind now coming down. They want these points.
This. Not like this. No. Twisted Minds absolutely should gatekeep this. I mean, this should be GE sent home. This is still a pretty spicy circle. Still quite a bit of the water in it.
This is really interesting. All of Twisted Minds were moving down to reinforce Batulins. The new circle pops, and they're like, nope, never mind. It's time to cut back up over into the north. Just due to the way that the circle has kind of laid itself out at, I think that they were kind of like, okay, we can let them go, but instead, let's just go ahead and kind of gatekeep out across this line and maybe catch them.
Yeah. No. This is smart from Twisted Minds. Batulins is the only one who's kind of potentially in danger. I don't think they spotted Utah. This would be just desserts here for V7. If Glaz can find a tongue moo spray, not quite good enough. A tongue moo gonna be able to get to his car. Glaz wisely preps the grenade. Saw a tongue moo moving towards the tree. If it's cooked, it's good.
Oh, nice land on that nade. Should be able to go ahead and pick up something for it. V7, you got to get the groove happening right now. LZ going to be down the hillside. You've been going to go ahead and prep up the nade. It's going to go a bit far. Instead, just going to jump up and reveal himself right out and in the open. But there you go. It is going to be V7 that finds it.
All right, here we go. Silzen stuck inside these crates alone. Falcons tournament life on the line in there. Non and foot.
I've got the need for fast movement. Seatbelts. Jumping out here. Keep the change.
Zone C.
Thermite grenade.
The zone is ours. Well done, legends.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Zone B has been captured.
With no way out.
Charging my shields.
Zone B. respawn beacon.
Thermite grenade out.
Enemy inside. I see somebody.
Hey, look at this. I won. It must be my birthday. Whenever that is.
Recharging my shields.
Foster thermite. Pick me up the cannon. Unleashing my singularity. Shields recharging. Shields recharging.
Thank you.
Listen to everything, and you can win.
Zone A has been neutralized. Zone A neutralized. Attention, delivering care package sponsored by Chevrex.
No one's gonna capture it. Please capture it. It's taking way longer than it has to.
Capture.
We got a zone.
Well done, everyone. We've got a zone. Well done, everyone. We've got a zone.
Zone C has been neutralized. Zone C has been captured.
They got that side. Knuckle cluster out. Deploying me knuckle cluster. Thermite.
Shields recharging. More than about
Neutralized.
And we've neutralized the zone. Deploying me knuckle cluster.
recharging my shields.
Knuckle cluster out.
Zone B
Chucking a
has been
thermite.
neutralized.
Just topping up their shields. Recharging my shields.
Thermite out.
Launching me knuckle cluster.
Fence in position. The circuit is complete. We neutralize the zone.
Duking it out. Bard goes down. ATT Bone alive, but Foot. This is, you know, the end of a great run here at PGC, the end of a great year, but not looking great for the Foot boys.
Yeah, and you got to say, again, the heart, time and time again, we saw this squad fight with and find some opportunities, trying to just scrap it together, the last one up, trying to find a kill here or there, so many times just trying to make disaster into something. Managed to fight their way into this stage, but now backs up against the wall. They've got New Happy with nothing to lose, just coming after them. Can they make some type of miracle happen? Yet again, finding the kills. T-Bone's at least at range. Gonna jump right in front of them, get some separation. AC is going for the play, but he is gonna get taken down.
Oh, Ming Ming, so good, so strong. T-Bone trying to hold the off angle. December the 12th, though, also aware of T-Bone's position, lurking, waiting in the wings.
Oh, what are you going to do now, T-Bone? Pressure is going to continue to mount. Oddly enough, Oslo not really watching this too heavily.
mistress. I take after her.
Spot 3, middle of the rails. Ian Arkstar.
Attention.
Recharging shield.
chose this fate.
Recharging my shields.
You always struck me a wee bit dim.
This didn't have to be your end. You chose this fate.
Recharging my shields.
Bandit here.
Recharging my shields.
With the dummy. Die with a little dignity, would you?
Fox 3, sending it home.
Attention. A team is nearing victory.
There's no escape. Recharging shields.
Oh, the whole cavalry is here.
With the dummy? Die with a little dignity, would you?
Heavily, they're just kind of letting this one be. Crates looking like it's going to get a lot of attention. We've already got Ascend over here. We got Falcons and SSG. Don't forget the Legacy is going to be playing just to the southeast of it. And we have due east in the really strong compound, Genji.
No doubt, Genji could be in a really, really good spot come late game. Sometimes these circles end kind of out in that open area north of the mountain itself. As Roth just trying to clear some space. All these teams making their way in. Real quick, while I have a moment here, Matt, just want to update everyone at home. We have an official message about what happened with QM earlier. Due to a power supply issue in the QM player booth, all 4 of the QM players suffered a loss of power in their computers, causing them to disconnect the match in progress. This issue, however, does not rise to the level of a remake in accordance with the rules, and so the match was continued. Just so in case anybody was curious, that's the update.
So a lot on the line for the QM boys to try to navigate. Presently in that 8th place position, 1 point back behind V7 after those 2 kills. So it's going to be a bit more hazardous for them to try to deal with. They at least have the ability to take some pot shots on people around the Everest area, but their backs are pretty close to that edge. GE also might be approaching on them, so they're going to have to keep an eye. Twisted Mind's just kind of navigating and rolling through Everest. I wouldn't be surprised if something bad happens with that in just a moment, but yeah, you can see this is what Twisted Mind's trying to do. There's nothing to go with, man.
And V7 has Petrichor Road rolling up right behind them as some of their players are even in the water, although Gumin has a building. Right at the edge of the road that he might be able to do some damage. QM continuing to tear DK apart, now getting Legacy involved as well here as Gizera really hampering D plus Key. And this is what I was talking about a long time ago. This part of the mountain, so difficult to stay alive in.
I mean, you can see that Gizera is doing a good job on getting knocks, but can't get much more out of it. And I think that I see a mortar off in the distance. Didn't see where it ended up going, though. Oh, there it goes. It doesn't hit target. I was worried that it was going to go after
right
D
on
plus
cue.
Q.
It was perfect.
I know.
I love that you called it out and we got to see it. That's so good.
Just topping up their shields. situation.
Enemy close.
Just topping off my shields.
That was a fucking headshot, bro.
Tiger Squad is approaching victory.
They're very close to winning. Recharging my shields.
Squad is nearing victory.
Keep your composure, Fatal. All damage.
Eagle Squad is nearing victory.
They've almost won.
Overriding.
Recharging my shields.
Recharging my shield. Go here. Here's some pick-me-up, pals.
Okay, what do we got going on? Petrichor Road now trying to cross over into the east. X34 going to get harassed out and going to have to jump down right on the edge of the zone. And it's going to be B7 who is desperate for these kills.
Absolutely.
Hoping the fact that they can go, but it's going to be against X and Petrichor Road, and we know the fact that this is another squad. Comfortable-ish. Uh-oh. You know who's not comfortable right now?
T plus Kia?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
that's...
think that everything is just bad because of that legacy line. Okay, well, I mean, I guess if you don't have a lot to lose...
This is the opposite of everything is awesome.
Oh, if he flashes this dude, oh my God, Zenith. I don't think that you really want to look over the top of that
going
one.
for it.
If they need to get him down so badly. And now if they manage to get the flush onto it. No, they can't even go for the flush onto it. They're just being too punished. They just have to immediately retreat. And how many smokes do these guys have left? Because this smoke wall has been down for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it can't be a lot. And if somebody finds a good grenade, it's good night. And thank you. D+. Whoa, we're on good mortar, too.
You can see every single time it goes overhead like, oh, God, please, no.
Please,
and
no.
Then, okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's very hard to get the math down. I don't even know where those are coming from. Was that Legacy or...
Gee.
Maybe somebody inside the crates? Oh, I think we're getting that. We're getting that information now with the line. And look, this is why it sucks to be on Everest in a crates game, because my God, look at everybody that's taking pot shots into D plus Kia, man. They are just getting farmed right now. Circle even leaves, commits into crates. Ooh, man, these teams up on top of Everest are about to have some problems.
This is going to be a manic ending. There's going to be a lot of teams that are going to be forced into the crates here. There isn't much that's playable at the bottom of this hill. Gen G, fortunate to still have a compound. V7, if they can maintain control of that bridge, control that coast, they're going to be able to get a little bit later into the game. The problem is for V7 is they're going to probably have to eventually find a way into those crates, and there's likely going to be a lot of teams and players there unless something really spicy happens inside of those crates.
Asla having to contend up against a Sonics, another team just trying to assert their authority, and it is going to be H-Win that gets knocked and the flush onto a COD. Now Asla, what are you going to try to make happen out of this one? Presently in 14th place, losing a member here, and it's a very big detriment before you have to make this rotation. You need to make sure you clean out Sonics as fast as possible, but Sonics has the entire opposite mindset. They want to just go ahead and run Ramjack right on top of Asla.
Oh, as soon as they saw Asla, they're happy to take this fight, dude. They want to knock them out of the event. Here come the blue zones, here come the frags. Tiggleton with the up and over, saw the head of Adder, now going to try to wrap around the side. They have no idea. Tiggleton wisely holding the trigger here. He pulls it on top of Adder. So smart.
And oh my Lord, just boom, boom goes the dynamite, and there goes Asla. That is going to be the finish for them for this event and for the year, as it's just going to be repeating that sentence a few more times, as we're going to have to bid a fond farewell to several very fun squads.
Yeah, the pentagram did not dial up the dark magic. He wanted Chewy right up in front. Sunjohn got a knock from afar with the Mosin. Oh no, Glass!
With Chewy on top of this one, just gonna go ahead and clean that up so easy.
That is heartbreaking for V7. At least they're doing something now in response. They've got Summer down, Chewy getting hit by Tosi, so V7.
Today.
Attends.
Zone A has been neutralized.
Grappling.
Zone B has been neutralized.
What the wee singularity between Up and away, Mutie. Shields recharging.
Mobile respawn beginning.
Fence him in, fence him out.
Recharging.
captured.
With unleashing my singularity. Arcstar.
Zone A has been neutralized.
Safety in position. If the fence gets crossed, we'll know.
Grenade deployed. There might have. Frag out.
Oh no, they got us. No stars.
Hold on. You're the new ratings leader. Seems like the audience loves you. We've got a zone, pals.
Zone B captured.
They got a zone. Allez, tout le monde.
Uh-oh, they're about to...
We have our Apex champion.
At least able to find something out of this.
Jinji going to be back behind it. PO really wants eggs left. It's become a peak battle around that tree, getting exchange of bullets. V7, though, wants to try to get some more. Petrichor Road is going to go down. PO is going to pick up those kills. And Jinji right on the cusp now. Is it going to be enough as they are just going to be neck and neck with QM?
Is it going to be enough for Petrichor Road as well? They're in 6 currently. Let's see if that holds. Perfectix seeing New Happy out in the open, knows that blue zones do a good job of clearing out space, but question mark harassing and hampering this fight.
Whenever we're looking at this, Ascend has so much vision on what's going to be happening out here. Question mark as well. This is a chance to farm those kills that they so desperately want. Jinji's going to be over in the east, trying to pick up some more of their own to work with. Kickstart up on top, looking down into New Happy as well as New Happy's trying to cross down low. Ming Ming's going to go ahead and get taken down. It's all about the crates right now.
Yeah, the poke here, phenomenal for question mark. They have such a good angle to shoot down into the lines of those teams. Here we go, very important circle. Just gonna center up mostly, so the crates are really, really viable. There's a few like dips and other things that are out there on the other side of the road, but this is treacherous terrain for half of these teams basically.
Legacy presently in 12th place, just a few points behind. They're going to be in that center compound, one of the few positions not inside of crates itself that's pretty playable. I also just want to give a shout out to D+ Kia for surviving in this position, dude. Like, how many times did we see people trying to murder them, and somehow 4 of them have made it down that hillside?
I am flabbergasted that they are still alive. They have done a phenomenal job to get themselves this far, and they're extremely beat up.
Move faster than that, amigo. Speed is life.
Humble beginnings. You had a humble end.
Spawn beacon event beginning now.
Some singularity between friends. Grenade! Going to phase. Recharging my shields.
I see an opponent.
Forget this match. It's in my memory files.
call it right there. Back later.